Hey everyone, again we had a hot and humid day with high temperatures reaching the upper 90s and triple digits, but some of you got some showers and thunderstorms earlier this afternoon. They were mainly in the mid and lower valley. And look at that, those showers and thunderstorms have pretty much petered out. Still a few leftover showers as you get toward Alamo, San Carlos, and just east of McAllen. So other than an early evening isolated shower or storm, it should be quiet tonight for the games, but you may want to take a towel to wipe off the benches because some of them may have gotten wet. But it should be quiet for tonight, just warm and muggy with low temperatures only reaching the upper 70s. So you see what the rain has done to the temperatures, down to 83 here in Weslaco, only 88 degrees in Raymondville and Harlingen. Right now 90 in Brownsville, 87 in Port Isabel out west, finally down to 99 in Rio Grande City and 94 in McAllen, 92 in Edinburgh. Your evening planner forecast, we should be in the lower 90s in some spots at 7 p.m., other places in the 80s, 85 at 9 p.m. and 83 at 11 o'clock this evening with mostly clear to partly cloudy skies. It'll be breezy early on, then the winds start to come down later on tonight. All right, here's the latest on Hurricane Dorian. This is the satellite picture. So on the left-hand side of your screen is Florida. To the lower right is San Juan, Puerto Rico. You can see that Dorian looking more impressive on the satellite picture, looking healthier. And Dorian is expected to become a major hurricane perhaps by tomorrow. Here are the latest numbers from the National Hurricane Center. Dorian has maximum winds of 85 miles per hour and is moving to the northwest at 13 miles an hour. Here's the forecast track. Dorian expected to make that turn toward the west-northwest and become a major hurricane. You also notice that the forecast cone over Florida is still very wide. The thinking is that Dorian will make landfall perhaps by Monday as a major hurricane somewhere in Florida. But the reason for this very wide forecast cone is that there's still a lot of disagreement among the forecast models. Some of the models have Dorian tracking more to the south, others toward the north, and because of that wide disagreement, that's why this forecast cone is still very big. In any case, people in the Bahamas, the Florida Keys, all the way up to the Georgia and the Carolinas should be watching Dorian very, very carefully over the next few days. Dorian then expected to weaken by Tuesday, but move through Florida. All right, here are some of the forecast spaghetti models associated with Dorian. And for the first part of the forecast period, they all agree, taking Dorian toward the west-northwest. But as they go toward Florida, then they start to disagree. One model takes Dorian more to the south into the Gulf of Mexico. That's an outlier. Disregard that one. Another one takes it west of Bermuda. That's another outlier. But you notice most of the models, while they vary, take Dorian over Florida into other parts of the southeast. So right now, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens, and hopefully there'll be some more agreement in the models. But let me show you two of these models, and this is the reason why there's disagreement. Now, for us in the valley, you have more of the same. It's going to be just hot and humid. It's a very slight chance of a shower for this Labor Day weekend. And it's hot thanks to this big dome of high pressure. But there are actually two upper highs. One is the one over the southwest. The other high is out east over the Atlantic Ocean. So what's going to happen, according to this model, is that Dorian threads the needle and works between these two areas of high pressure. So this GFS American model calls for Dorian to move westward, perhaps making landfall in south or central Florida by Monday, and then maybe riding up the spine of Florida by Tuesday and Wednesday. Now here's the other model. This is the European model, and this model calls for Dorian to move toward the west, but more so to the south, perhaps towards South Florida. And by the way, this dotted yellow line, this is unrelated to Dorian, but this is a tropical disturbance that may give us a better chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms here in the valley by the middle of next week. But again, not related to Dorian. But this European model also calls for the system to thread the needle between the two highs, one to the east, one to the west. But this one calls for the system for the hurricane to move towards South Florida and then right up the east coast of Florida, maybe making a turn toward the north. So you see the disagreement in the models, and that's why the official forecast coming from the Hurricane Center is still very wide in the forecast. Probably change again over the next few days. For us in the valley, just mainly dry tomorrow, 10% chance of a shower, 20% chance of some thunderstorms Saturday, mainly dry again on Sunday, and for Labor Day Monday, we'll call for a 20% chance of some rain. On the water, we'll have winds out of the southeast tonight and tomorrow at 5 to 15 knots. The bay waters are moderate chop and the seas 1 to 4 feet. Here's your first Warn 5 Accuweather forecast. We're going to go with partly cloudy skies overnight, maybe an early evening isolated shower, but still warm and muggy with lows in the upper 70s. Tomorrow, high of 100. 100, hot and breezy. And over the next 7 days, we'll put in just a 20% chance of rain Saturday, 10% Sunday, and a 20% chance of rain for Labor Day Monday. But wow, the highs are back in the mid-90s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That is your first Warn 5 forecast. Now here's Joel outside with a look at sports.